008 turning left base, Heathrow,
You're back to Alpha, wind 276, cross off, 27 clear.
Clear to 927 left, 08 Alpha. Vacate to the runway.
Correct, Alpha, thank you. Taxiing on Alpha, you'll reach down 506.
Could I get the stand number again, please?
506.
Stand 506, speedbird 08 Alpha.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. What is going on, beautiful, beautiful people? Welcome back. It's your boy Blue, and we are flight simming again. We're back in X-Plane 12 today, and we're in the British Airways A320 Neo, call sign Speedbird 116. Today's flight is from London Heathrow to Inverness, up in the in northern UK. So we're starting off in the southern Great Britain, headed up to northern Great Britain, checking out two new scenery packs that are provided by Orbix. So big shout out to them. The new TrueEarth TrueEarth Southern Great Britain, and there's also the TrueEarth Northern Great Britain. It's been out for a few months, but it's my first time getting a chance to take a look at it, so we'll see that en route. So that is the plan for the flight. But until then, what is up, chat? How you guys doing? Cinnamon Toast over on Twitch, thank you so much. Howza on YouTube, Monorific Corner Block, welcome back to the stream. Good to see you. The graphic settings got your TV looking like a demo version in the TV stores. That's what I like to see. Jacob Smith is in the house. MD is in the house, representing TikTok. Welcome to the stream, man. Slide into the chat, man. Let me see those airplane emojis in the chat if you guys are ready to get started with today's flight. I do know, I am aware that Microsoft Flight Sim also has a massive update that just released like a few minutes ago for Sim Update 15. So if you are a Microsoft Flight Sim person and you're watching live, then make sure you go and update your Microsoft Flight Sim. The long-awaited, the final update for Microsoft Flight Sim 2020, Sim Update 15 has finally dropped. It's finally released. And next up is Microsoft Flight Sim 2020-24. I can't wait for that. How many 20s did I say? I don't know. But anyways, guys, we have ATC. We're on VATSIM today. We have ATC here in London Heathrow. So we're going to try to jump in, get our IFR clearance for our route today, and see how things go. It's going to be pretty fun. As you can see, we are using the updated version of X-Plane 12 as well. 12 point whatever. I don't even care. I got the latest version with the depth of field and the new lighting effects and whatnot. So it's looking darn near pretty. It sure is. But yeah, welcome to the stream. Random videos. Good to see you, man. We get our ground handling, driving up to the aircraft now. No gear, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Better late than never. Jacob, you usually start a flight when you start the stream, and now there's an update. Bro, I know what you're talking about, man. I know what you're talking about. What's up, man? What's up, bro? Yep, X-Plane not looking too bad. We can rotate. Let's spin around for me. Spin around for me there. Let's see what she looks like right now. This is again the latest version of X-Plane. I'm telling you, man, X-Plane coming up. X-Plane coming up. There's some good, there's some bad. It's not perfect. It's still not perfect. But it's getting there, guys. It is getting there. And I don't think it's ever going to match Microsoft Flight Sim. But, you know, I think they're doing the best they can. I think it's always going to look different. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with having a competing flight simulator that does, you know, does things slightly differently, right? We don't want to copy and paste a Microsoft Flight Sim. We don't want that. Let me get those doors open,
Here we
down
go
there.
on 22A. Thanks very much, FedEx 670.
Let me get those doors open. Get the music turned down, guys, and we'll get started with our flight. We're gonna call in for IFR to Inverness today. Digital Merc is in the house. Welcome to the stream, man. Been really enjoying flying with you on DCS lately, but I'm hoping you're having a good day so far, man. Hope you are. What am I doing here? What am I doing? Oh yeah, I'm looking for plugins and TOLIS and that thing. I want to get the doors open, the ground services. We'll get the main door open. And we'll get the cargo door open and all that fun stuff. Thank you so much, Hausa, for being a gold member over on the YouTube. I really do appreciate that, man. Thank you so much for that continued support. That's the wrong door. We actually need the cargo door. That's what we want. There we go. There we go. Okay, so I think that is good. We are at stand 517. Yeah, so let's go ahead and call up ATC for some IFR clearance to Inverness, which is Echo Golf Papa Echo. Just gonna leave you guys on the outside view while I get my ATC clearance. Clarence, where's Clarence? Yeah, I know you guys been enjoying the F4 too, so I've been watching. I've been peeping it. I've been peeping it. All right, let's call up. Let's see. London Heathrow is on 118.505, and we actually can get the ATIS real quick.
Broken 3,800 feet. Temperature +18. Dew point +9. QNH 1014. Acknowledge receipt of information Bravo. And report aircraft type and current QNH on first contact with Heathrow.
Alright, QNH 1014.
Heathrow information Bravo.
Yeah, Bravo.
Time 1520 Zulu. Automatic. Arrival runway 27 left, departure runway 27 right. Transition level flight level 70. Surface wind 270 degrees 12 knots. Visibility 10 kilometers or more. Broken 3,800 feet. Temperature +18. Dew point +9. QNH 1014. Acknowledge receipt of information Bravo. And report aircraft type and current QNH on first contact with Heathrow.
We got info. Information Bravo. Let's go ahead and call up London Tower. I know he's dipping out PDCs. He might come back with the PDC. We'll see, but we'll just find out. We'll just find out. Let's call him up. Who we at? We're Speedbird 116. All right. Heathrow Tower, Speedbird 116 at stand 517, Type 320 Neo IFR to Inverness with Bravo.
Quebec 116 Heathrow Tower, good afternoon. Good morning to you, I think. You cleared to Inverness on that 1 Foxtrot departure and location 6466.
Okay, understand none he say.
Hotel Alpha, very short final landing.
I ain't understand nothing he said. We're gonna have to get him to read that for me one more time. I'm sorry, for Speedbird 116, can you repeat that for me again?
FedEx 670, 10 in, left base.
No, don't text me, say it. Speak British to me. You freaking texted it to me. Alright, yeah, I want him to say it though. Alright, so basically he said, cleared Inverness, basically as file squawk 64661014. Alright, so exactly what we asked for, so it's nothing surprising. I just, for one, there was freaking plane flying over my head right when he started talking, and then like the thick British accent just caught me off guard for some reason, so I just wasn't really ready. My ears weren't ready to translate that. So, all right.
Hello again, FedEx 670.
Let's turn them down while we go to the inside of the aircraft. Ground crew's doing ground crew stuff, so we're gonna go ahead and get the aircraft set up and get out of here. before they hop off. So we are clear to Inverness, Echo Golf Papa Echo, information Bravo Squawk 6466. We'll start with that. Let's go ahead and turn off the depth of field effect here, and we'll go into our transponder, which is this right over here. Ray Burkett, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing good, man. Welcome aboard. I missed what you said. You just love, so many of you are enjoying what I do in real life. Just finished a 4-day, parked your A321. Nice. Well, welcome home, bro. I hope you're having some good time off. But yeah, that's what we do, man. We do enjoy it. I mean, I know this is your job, but like, this is freaking dope. You had a freaking cool job. So don't forget, next time you have a bad day, that like, there's hundreds, thousands, millions of us out here who wish we were in your position. Anyway, so 6466, I'm going to put that right there. Let's go ahead and finish up everything else. We got everything going. We're on ground power right now. AP was not yet on. We have not been fueled or anything, so we will go ahead and do just that. So jump into our MCDU, our McDo, and we'll go over to MCDU menu. And we're going to go ahead and grab, do it the easy way. We can take the easy way out today. I'm going to grab our flight plan from, that's not there, let's go back. From dispatch, aka the it's going to be sent to the computer here. So flight initialization. Jeff Nelson, you also just finished a 4-day trip. You're also Airbus pilot. Wow, that's pretty crazy. What a small world. 2 of you guys in here just finished a 4-day trip. I guess I can't ask you what airline you work for, but cool. I'm glad you're back. Hope you're having a good time on your off day. What's up, Owls? Welcome to the stream. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. HD's in the house as well. Welcome aboard. Yes, we are on X-Plane 12 today. All right, I think we're good, though. Let's go to init. There's our flight plan, London Heathrow to EGPE. That is London to Inverness, basically straight up. I'll show you the map later of exactly where we're going. Cost index is 5. We'll go to our IRS initialization, which is already on the ref. That's good. Winds, not worry about that just yet. That should automatically load up our final numbers here because it's been loaded in the aircraft. So our block fuel is 5.4 thousand kilograms. There's our zero fuel weight. That is beautiful. That's good to go. All right, so we're good with that. Let's go to our perf pay. Actually, let me see. Flight plan. Yeah, let's go to flight plan first. London. So we are doing departure runway 27 right, and it's going to be the Umla 1 Foxtrot. I think that's the word I didn't understand when ATC said it, because he said it very British, and I'm not. So, all right, that's good. We'll go ahead and scroll through our flight plan. We'll see that we have no discontinuities, which is good. And now we'll go ahead and drop in our arrival, which we could do later, but we'll do it right now. I like to kind of get it out of the way. So we're expecting ILS 5 in Inverness. Hopefully the weather is not too bad, but we'll pick that up. We'll go to transition here, and transition to the INBA 1. We'll take that, insert that. That's all we need to do right there. That's good. All right, cool. So flight plan is done. Airbus is super easy to set up, which is beautiful. And we'll go to perf page now. We're actually going to just kind of pop our head back out here, and we'll go over to our kind of action menu, and we'll pull up the loading performance page. Make sure we're loaded up, so it shows here 5.4 is our block fuel, which is exactly what we're expecting. That's what's on board, and then this is our other fuel, our other payload, I should say, that's on board as well. That's good. So we'll go 1+F for the flaps. There's our departure runway, 27 right, CG, and trim's gonna be 29.5 up 0.4, flex 73, packs on. We'll do packs on takeoff, V1 150, 150, 152. So let's go ahead and dive back down here. I want to put that into our MCDU here. So we'll start with the V speeds with 150, 50, and 52. Here we go. Alright, so for our takeoffs, will be flaps 1/trim up 0.4. Put that there, and for flex, we'll have flex temp of 73 for this flight, and then our pre-selected out our speed will be 219 for our climb out phase. So 219, we'll put that there in the next phase, and that's good to go. That is all done. There's our V speeds. The transition altitude is 6,000. Is that correct? It's actually 7,000. Transition is 7,000 here. So 7,000. Other than that, we are good to go. That's going to go back through, make sure we're good. Flight plan's good. Progress is fine. Perf is good. Initializations. Let's go get the wind data. We'll get a wind request here. Got our wind. That's good to go. Uplink is done. And I believe, guys, we are good to go and we're ready to leave. All right, let's go ahead and clear this out. We should be on the parking brake. We'll hold on for that for a second. All right, let's go ahead and get prepared for push. Now we're doing 27 right, so we know we're going to get nose right. So we'll use better pushback. The famous better pushback.
Ground to cockpit. Please show me where you want to
And
go.
pushback should be nose to the north for today.
Ground
That
to
should be good
cockpit.
right there.
Tow is driving up.
We have a 787 on our left wing, and I think of the A320 on my right wing. Yeah, we do have A320 on the right wing, with the CFM engine. So, looking good, looking good. All right, cool. So pushback truck is rolling up. We have not been clear for push and start, but I want to kind of get him in position and ready. So let's go and get the APU powered on now because we are basically ready to go. So we'll get pumps on. All pumps are coming on. Master switch on the AP was good. We'll hold off on the beacon here for a second for the APU to come on because we're not quite ready to push this yet. We're almost ready. Always use tail direction for push, not nose. Thank you, Ray. Absolutely. So we'll do tail south. What was the QNH was 1014. What's confusing is, honestly, I learned it that way to go by tail, but there's a program in Microsoft Flight Sim that does it by nose, which is wrong. Well, not wrong per se. I mean, it works, but because of that, I've been using that. All right. So, did he give us initial climb, or is it just crew? Is it just? No, he didn't. So we'll just we'll probably follow the departure. We'll brief all that here in just a little bit before we leave. What's up, Jessica Heed or Jessica Head? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing good. Welcome aboard. Welcome aboard. Yes, thank you, Micah. We are live on YouTube, Twitch, and on YouTube. If you're watching on TikTok, you want to see the full screen version of this, you can come over on YouTube or Twitch and enjoy it from there. I think the ground crew is good. We got fuel up. All the baggage trucks are empty, so they go ahead and head back to the back room. We'll go ahead and tell them they can bounce. Where's that? There it is. Just gonna drive them away. And done with them. Av Polo, Av Pollo. I'm not sure which one it is, Av, but welcome to the stream, man. Good to see you. Good to see you. Clayton, this is the A320neo that we're flying today by British Airways. See everybody heading out now. Am I finding performance better in 12.1? MD, not really, man. I have a NASA computer, I always say. So I was not struggling for performance before. But from what I hear from other people, yes, they have seen a slight boost in performance. That's one thing about X-Plane that X-Plane has kind of had a bad rap for, is that it's kind of harder on performance than Microsoft Flight Sim is, which is sad because it's still a good sim. It's a really good sim. It's different in many ways, right? But it's still a good sim. Alright, so all the crew's rolling off. We'll go ahead and get those doors shut and get the jet bridge pushed out of the way. And we should be ready for push and start. Let's go by the ground services menu here. And we'll get all the doors shut off. Or close, sorry. Close, close. Close and close. Nice. One thing I forgot to do was we are using Pack X today too. You'll hear a few additional sounds by Pack X in the background. Anything flight attendant related is going to be from that, just FYI. It's a third-party program that I use to kind of add a little bit of immersion. And you'll see a lot of people using it. It's definitely a lot of fun. Uh-oh, I lost it. Try it again. Atif! Yes, man, it has been a long time. Where have you been, bro? Hope you're doing good, though. Hope you're doing good. Alright, I think that's good to go. Previous here. Time to take off. 10. I also have a special safety briefing for you guys, too. Alright. Okay, cool. I believe I'm ready. Clayton, where are we off to? We are headed to a place called Inverness, which is in northern Great Britain, like around Scotland area. So we're going to turn ATC back up, and we'll get ready to contact him.
Charlie, QNH 1014, request clearance to Seattle.
Seattle, wow.
Quick Seattle, Compton, Street, Foxtrot departure, and location 5445.
Bro, dude's going to Seattle. That's a long flight.
Bridge to Seattle, Compton 3, Foxtrot departure, squawk 5445, Speedbird 49.
That's a long flight. A lot of people do long hauls. This is a really big hub for people to do long hauls all over the world. So it's pretty cool to see. I love hearing, you know, on the radio that, oh, this guy's going to London or LA or something like that. Pretty cool. Pretty darn cool. I know, right? London to VATSIM is insane. That is insane. All right, is he ready for push out there? Yeah, he's ready. He's ready. We get the APU is not. APU is on, or master is on. APU is not on. Let's go take a listen to it. The Honey Badger's in chat. What's up, man? You're currently doing a flight from Brisbane in Australia to Vancouver. That's a good flight. I haven't done that one, but for my pilot career seas, I've done Sydney to LA, Sydney to Dallas, somewhere else I flew to. I think Sydney to San Francisco. A few of those big Pacific hops. It's a long flight, man. Long flight. Anyway, let's get out of here, guys. APU is on and avail. APU popping on. Beacon ready to go. Let's go. Get that bridge out of here. Alright, jet bridge is on its way out. Pushback truck is in position. And let's go ahead and call up for ready for push to start. At stand 517, Bravo.
Good evening, Speedbird 7 to Juliet, stand 212. Info Bravo on board, aircraft type Boeing 788, request clearance for Geneva.
Yeah, APU's on. What's up, TG? Welcome to the stream. When are we getting back in DCS? Possibly tomorrow, but I'm not gonna promise that because something might come up. But the plan usually is to do DCS on Fridays, so you can expect that tomorrow. Hopefully. But again, something might come up tomorrow. APU stands for Auxiliary Power Unit. It's basically a third engine in the back of the aircraft, mainly used just to start the main engines and to power up the aircraft until we get the main engines. So right now, we have the APU on and no external power. So right now we're just on completely APU power. Alright, let's call up because it's getting busy here in London.
Heathrow Tower, good evening. Speedbird 7 to Juliet, stand 212. Info Charlie on board. Request clearance for Geneva.
Geneva, I think you said.
I got off the flight plan from you, unfortunately.
Henry, no, you don't start the engines until after pushback or during pushback.
Smaller items unless you're in a front row, please place all of your items in the overhead bin. If you have any trouble,
Nice, turn her down. Alright, London Tower, Speedbird 116 at stand 517, ready for push and start with Bravo.
Push and start to facing north.
Facing north, Speedbird 116. Alright, let's get it. Brakes release. Oops, wrong button. You gotta be quick, man. When it gets busy, you gotta be quick on the radio. Keep it short. Alright, brakes release, good to push. Tail north. Tail south, sorry. Beacon should be on. Yep. Oh, our chocks are still on.
121 for expedite, vacate right on November 6th.
Alright, chocks off. Alright, now ready.
Expedite without an aircraft.
Let's go! HD, what's up? Uh-oh, did we... Okay, we're good.
670, 289, left, wind.
Should be pushing me here.
270 degrees, 1 for now.
My brakes off?
Plan 27 left. FedEx
Yep.
670.
Because you know that aircraft on the runway.
Billy Green, welcome to the stream. This is not Microsoft Flight Sim. This is X-Plane 12.
72 Juliet, push a new time, the flight plan.
Why is he not pushing me?
Square 2 to the first match jet 1 Foxtrot departure and go to 2243.
Why is he not pushing me, guys?
Signature Ginevra via Maxi 1 Foxtrot, squawk 2243.
Oh, there we go.
Number 7 to Juliet.
Back correct. Break FedEx 670. Thank you for my IFR status at Heathrow. Like to have something new. Vacate left, stand up choice, and I'll be logging off shortly. So mind you, I'm on to this morning.
I will turn him down.
Okay, rotation cars now cruising. There's no one else above.
X-Plane looking pretty today, I tell you what.
Good morning.
I vote, and I make executive decisions, and I want to hear the engine start from the outside view. So that's what we're gonna do.
Hey, it's just locked off.
And then we'll take a listen to the safety briefing.
We will now demonstrate the safety features of this aircraft. And your attention is essential as this may be different from any aircraft you've flown on before.
Alright, we're gonna start with engine 2. Clear on 2, start on 2. Wait for it.
Operation complete. Set parking brake. Disconnecting tow, stand by.
You better stop. What's up, Diggity? Alright, brake set, clear disconnect, show us a pin. Alright, he should pull off.
Tow is disconnected as bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the left. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
Bet. Alright, he's rolling off.
Do not inflate your life jacket until you're outside of the aircraft.
Alright guys, we can do a single engine taxi. It's a lone taxi.
Should we need to evacuate, move quickly to the nearest usable exit. Taking nothing with you.
Let's see if I do this right. Ignition
Low-level
off.
lighting will guide you to
We'll
an
turn some
exit.
sounds down so we can hear ATC.
All exits are clearly marked and are being pointed out to you now. Please locate your nearest exit.
And let's see. Oh, he got off. Wow, how dare you? This is why he fly to the freaking UK. These dudes be on and off with no warning. ATC just ghosted us, man. Ain't nobody here. Wow. Wow.
In the unlikely event of an emergency,
I tell you guys, this is why I don't chase
please
ATC.
refer to the instructions inside your seat area.
This is why I don't chase ATC. Alright, we put back to Unicom. We're just gonna go.
Your table folded
We're
away.
just gonna go.
Personal devices unplugged. Window blinds are open or set to clear.
Alright, over to Unicom.
If you have
Alright, brakes. See how we doing up top.
Please do these now.
Alright, so I'm gonna get the electric pump on, APU bleed off, seatbelts on,
This is the
taxi
base
lights
position.
on,
If you're
flaps
seated with a shoulder
coming
strap,
down.
You must adopt this position. Please have a good look at your safety card before we depart, and if you have any questions,
What's up,
just ask
Benji?
your cabin crew.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you for your attention.
We hope you have a pleasant
Alright, this is exactly why we have Beyond ATC for Microsoft Flight Sim. Sadly, we don't have Beyond ATC for X-Plane. There is say intentions, but it's like a monthly subscription that I honestly don't want to pay for.
49, taxiing holding point, runway 27 right via Bravo, Alpha, Alpha 3, Heathrow.
Alright, let's go. Brakes release. We're on engine 2, let's go. London traffic. Why do I hear myself? Oh, because this radio. Alright. London traffic, speedbird 16, taxi runway 27 right. London. Or Heathrow. Tax write-off? Yeah, I mean, just because it's a tax write-off doesn't mean you have to pay for it. Yes, I am, Pop. I'm gonna give my passengers a briefing once I kind of get the aircraft situated here.
Traffic easy 53 Foxtrot Juliet, backtrack runway
Wait.
25 to departure.
Is that Captain Canada?
Traffic speedbird 974 is going to be pushed.
Is Captain Canada flying in the London area right now?
Off behind.
Heathrow traffic, speedbird 6 November Whiskey, pushing back, stand 513 Heathrow.
Oh, that thing is sexy. I ain't gonna lie. In this lighting right here, that's a sexy little plane. I'll tell you that, man. Thank you so much, Micah, for being a Gold member. Thank you for the continued support, bro. You are amazing, my friend. You are amazing. Mickey Mike, member for 1 month as well. Thank you, bro. Been enjoying your streams as well, man. Keep up the hard work, my G. Keep up the hard work. Stand by, guys. Once we get on the main taxiway, we'll do a pre-departure briefing for the cabin back there. I also gotta set up a couple other things down here. Get our SVS on and our proximity warning system on, and we'll arm our speed brakes. There we go. We are going, guys, again. I've been looking forward to this flight. Actually, very nice day. I've actually waited. I was gonna do this flight early this week, but I waited because the weather was really nasty in London. What's funny is a flight simmer, usually we like to fly into bad weather situations. Should we take this one? Take the next one. And so the weather was actually really nasty out here in London early this week. But because I want to show you guys this new TrueEarth scenery by Orbix, I decided to just hold off until the weather cleared up. Because I like to fly in real world weather conditions. I don't like to change the weather to perfect, skies and whatnot. Because it's just, I don't know, there's no fun in that for me. If it's windy, I want to deal with that. If it's cloudy, I want to deal with that. If it's raining, I want to deal with that. And so I kind of held off this particular stream for a sunny day. And that's exactly what we got here finally in London after some really nasty weather. We still have some weather going up north where we're headed to, but it shouldn't be too bad today. Shouldn't be too bad today. Captain Canada is in Microsoft Flight Sim in the UK. What's he flying exactly? I heard him on the radio, and he's not far. Shout out to Captain Canada as well. If we do catch him on radio, I'll give him a quick shout. I'll give him a quick shout. Auto brake set to max. Yeah, let's get another drive-by, and then we'll do our pre-departure. Oh, 787 behind us. That's pretty dope. Again, guys, this is Microsoft Flights. Sorry, this is X-Plane 12, not Microsoft.
Traffic speedbird 2 Yankee, taking off, position right off.
There's the Heathrow, the famous Heathrow Tower. We are taxiing with one engine. I know one engine's not on. Alright, for cruise, I think we have. How's our cruise altitude today? Let's see. Our cruise altitude today is. Can't believe ATC dodged us, man. Oh, at least we got an IFR, I guess. At least we got an IFR clearance. 34,000. You flew into it, HD? Yeah, it was nasty, man. It was nasty. That good. He's racing us. I guess we're going too slow. Like, we are doing 15 knots. I'm creeping right now on this single engine. Whew. It just whenever I put engine in, whenever I put power in, you see the nose. Look, I'm gonna put power in right now. You'll see the nose pushing to the left because obviously all the power is coming from that right side. So I gotta keep correcting for that. So Heathrow has always been a struggle. I don't fly out here that often because I've always had a problem with FPS out here, you know, because we have the area around there. Oh, and there it is. Speaking of that, apparently my frames are so low. I got kicked from VATSIM just now. Just gotta reconnect to it. Shouldn't be that bad, honestly. I mean, it's smooth on my screen.
Traffic, Archer, 24 Mike with Boston, heading 120 degrees.
I need the traffic speedbird 6 November Whiskey, following the company in front to holding points, altitude for 27 right via Alpha, Heathrow.
Bro, I cannot taxi straight for nothing on this drive-by view, I'll tell you that. Alright, let's do our pre-departure briefing real quick, guys. And we'll be ready for departure here in just a second. Ladies and gentlemen from the flight deck, this is your captain speaking. I want to welcome you aboard flight British Airways 1466 service to Inverness. Today's flight is expected to be an hour and 30 minutes from gate to gate. We'll be cruising at 34,000 feet, about 5,000 pounds on board. Weather's nice and clear here, as you can see outside, but in Inverness, we're expecting the weather to be standby. Weather at our destination is 340 at 10 knots. A few clouds at 800, broken at 1400, so you can see it's a bit cloudy, but nothing too hard for our pilots to handle. For departure, we'll be departing on runway 27 right via the Umlaut 1 Foxtrot departure. We'll be heading runway heading, and then make a right turn up, and we'll stop about 6,000 feet till we pass Burnham. We'll stay at 6,000 feet as altitude restriction, and then we'll continue up to our final cruise of 34,000 feet. If anything happens before V1, we'll reject. If not, we'll fly it and figure it out in the sky. Our alternate for today's flight is Echo Golf Papa Kilo, so hopefully we don't have to worry about that today. But if you have any questions, let me know. Thank you guys so much for flying British Airways. Alright, that's our briefing. What up, Aaron? Welcome to the stream. Alright, let's get that engine on, guys. We're getting close to the runway, so electric pump back on, APU bleed on, and we'll pop on the ignition. And starting one. You can kind of hear the PTU just barely faintly in the background. But she is fine.
Runway 27 right, please.
Alright, I gotta pay attention. Got a few aircraft here. There's the United Gates. The scenery we're using today is an X-Plane 12 scenery, and it is made by $0 payware.
930 established localizer runway 27 left.
Looks good to me. Oh, that briefing was partly for the passengers and partly for you guys. So, you guys are not normal passengers. You guys know a little bit more. You know?
7 to Julia, line up, runway 27 right for takeoff.
What the heck? What was that line I just took? I thought that was supposed to be the taxi line. Yeah, this is screw. We're just gonna taxi the plane. Screw that. All right, we got two good engines, guys. Left engine is available. Go ahead and turn off the APU bleed and the APU. Flight attendant, see you take off. All right, Air France just took off behind us. Alright, spoilers are armed. Let's do takeoff config. Ignition normal.
In the traffic. Version 2 from Mike.
That's going to be the trim. Alright, L.4, takeoff config normal. Passenger signs
Takeoff for runway 27 right.
on. Alright. Alright guys, we're good. All green, no blue. Clear right. London Heathrow traffic, Speedbird 116, holding short 27 right for the departing traffic. Heathrow. Alright, we can line up and wait. Lights on. Curve light on, wing light on. We don't need a wing light, that's fine. Heathrow, Speedbird 16, lining up. Alright, one more last flight control check. Yeah, we're good. And I'll get you guys flight control cam.
49 holding short runway 27 right, point Alpha 3 for the departing company A320 in front Heathrow.
We do have somebody behind us.
Keep it traffic, Speedbird 974 is going to be switching to Bravo to hold Titan.
Man, there's a bunch of people here. God. Alright, we're clear right. And departing traffic is airborne. Look at that beautiful runway textures. Oh, I love this angle right here. Alright, we got traffic waiting for us. Heathrow traffic, Speedbird 16, taking off from runway 27 right, departing to the north. Heathrow. Let's get it, flex. Airplane mode is in chat for takeoff. Let's go.
Speedbird 49 behind the departing company A320 27 right, lining up behind Heathrow.
Heathrow traffic, Speedbird 974 is going to be taxiing via Titan Alpha.
Yes, please alive.
Alpha 22 hold Alpha 2.
100.
Heathrow traffic, Quebec 6 November Whiskey, holding Alpha Yankee 4.
V1. Rotate.
landing up behind the departing company via Alpha 3 behind, Lewis November Whiskey.
Alright, my controls. Climb past 1,000 feet. Got the transponder. Alright, lever climb. Throttle climb set, nose down. Alright, 10 degrees following the flight director.
And runway 930, back into runway 27 left, via November 6, taxi to the right.
Alright, right turn.
Keep the traffic version 4, correction for 24 Mike, fully stops on the hour.
Alright, passing 2,700.
10 miles, do not 40 MB.
Alright, flaps up, slats up.
Keep the traffic, Speedbird 49, departing runway 27 right, Compton 3, Foxtrot, Heathrow.
Flaps up, gear up, we up. Still flying by hand. I tell you, man, X-plane feels so nice to fly. It's hard to explain it unless you experience it. So smooth. Alright, flyby, cover your ears. Another one.
For traffic, Speedbird 974 is going to be lining up behind the departing.
Alright, right turn coming up here in just a few seconds. Managed speed. Alright, and autopilot on, hands off. We have the altitude restriction of 6,000 feet coming up now. Bring the sound down to the aircraft, and we'll go to the outside view here. And check out the scenery on our departure out of Heathrow today. Don't need the wing lights. Don't need it. So again, guys, we're flying over the newly released Orbix TrueEarth Great Britain South. So the scenery and ground textures you see now underneath us below that's where that's from.
6 November Whiskey departing runway 27 right, Heathrow.
And disconnected again from VATSIM. Although it's fairly smooth my screen, we seem to be getting some low FPS out of London, which is not surprising. I mean, that's why I don't fly out here. That's literally why I don't fly out here. I ain't got time to deal with turning my settings down for low FPS out here. It's just so much out here. There's so much city, so much buildings in the distance. I want to say, I don't know how much of the downtown area TrueEarth also gives you, but I do know they have a lot of points of interest out here. As we cut our way through the clouds to check on the aircraft here. Again, we're level at 6,000 feet because of an altitude restriction. So we'll go ahead and abide by that for now, I guess. But we're good to go right now. The gears are all up. We'll go ahead and do that. Transition altitude is 7,000, so we can still keep our QNH the same. And we'll keep our landing lights on because we're underneath 10,000 feet right now.
Traffic, Speedbird 974, departing runway 27 right on the Brixton Park.
You can hear the other traffic departing Heathrow behind us now. There's a bit of a good shot there of kind of the countryside here, just north of London.
Traffic here, 733 Charlie.
Looks nice. Looks real nice. Again, this is Great Britain TrueEarth South. And we'll get a peek at Great Britain TrueEarth North when we land. That's where we're landing today. That looks pretty solid right there. Yes, Sim Update 15 is out now for Microsoft Flight Sim. So if you're on Microsoft Flight Sim, you can go download that now for Microsoft Flight Sim. What you're looking on your screen right now is not Microsoft Flight Sim. I don't want to mislead you. This is X-Plane 12. This is the latest version of X-Plane 12 and the A320neo. And we're flying over the newly released Great Britain South TrueEarth scenery. So that's what you're seeing now on your screen.
Blue traffic, EG23 Golf Alpha, taxi number 25.
Climbing out, we're at 6,000 feet, planning for 34,000 feet. Captain Cross Country says, X-Plane 12 looks like a more modern version of FSX. I wouldn't go that far. No, I wouldn't go that far. I mean, have you seen FSX? No. P3D, maybe. But I wouldn't put X-Plane on that level. I think it deserves a bit more respect than that. The view off the left wing, the left engine there. What city is that we're flying over right there? What is that? What's that town? What's that village? Apparently you guys still have villages out here. I think that's Aylesbury. Anybody in chat know what Aylesbury is? Or ever heard of that? Never heard of that city before. Aylesbury, UK. Let's go outside. Actually, how high are we? Alright, we're at 12,000. Let's go ahead and get the lights off. And then we'll go outside and check out the view here for a bit while we're climbing out. So that's all good. We'll leave the rest of the lights on. We'll leave the seatbelt signs on for now. We are set to climb up to our cruise altitude. We could also go standard on the QNH. Other than that, we really don't have to touch the plane again until top of descent, which is what I like. So we'll put this into init or perf. It's about 70 miles away from our top of climb. That can't be right, but maybe it is. Alright, we up, baby. How you guys doing in the chat? Sorry if I missed any of your questions earlier. I was trying to get us off and in the air. But if you have any questions for me, or comments, or whatever, drop them in chat now, wherever you're watching from. Again, we are live on Twitch, YouTube, and on TikTok, baby. Captain Cross Country, what's up, man? What do I think about the future of X-Plane? Yeah, I saw that comment earlier, and I was like, I don't have time to answer this right now. But I'm glad you asked it again. What do I think about the future of X-Plane compared to Microsoft Flight Sim? I'll tell you this. The future of X-Plane is dependent on the third parties. The future of X-Plane is dependent on the third parties. What do I mean by that? It's dependent on third-party developers who are not in the doors of X-Plane to come out with products that are captivating, interesting, immersive. I think it's up to them. X-Plane has kind of created a platform, right? It's created a foundation, a platform, which in my opinion is not bad. The flight model is top tier, right? Like nobody can beat X-Plane's flight model. The graphics are coming along. But even in some of the planes, if you think about some of the planes that we fly in X-Plane, not really this one, but some of them, are not fully taking advantage of all that X-Plane 12 has to offer. And for that reason, a lot of people are like, oh, X-Plane looks bad or this or that. And that's because the developers are just basically porting stuff over. They're doing the bare minimum to make their plane work in X-Plane 12, skipping, all of the new and, the new features that X-Plane 12 have implemented. And so if the third parties who already exist can update their products, scenery and airplanes, to take advantage of all of the new tech that X-Plane 12 has kind of inserted into their, their database and whatnot, I think we'll see a much nicer sim. Now, sadly, the biggest issue, as far as when you compare it to Microsoft Flight Sim, is not so much the lighting. The lighting can be fixed, the graphics can be fixed, but it's this right here, and that's the ground textures. As we know, Microsoft Flight Sim has its own, right? It gets Bing images and it streams them for wherever you fly all over the world. X-Plane does not have that. I don't know if it ever will. I hope it does, but I don't know. Like, X-Plane is not as large as Microsoft Flight Sim. Microsoft is freaking Microsoft. They make computers. You know what I mean? X-Plane is just a small little studio of people who decided, hey, we like planes, we're gonna make a flight sim. More of a mom and pop shop. No offense to all the X-Plane people, you guys are freaking geniuses, but it's just like, you know what I'm saying? It's they don't have thousands of people working for them, and so for that reason, it's really hard for. Wait a sec, what track is that? Is that Silverstone? I think it is. That's freaking Silverstone, where they have the British Grand Prix. That's cool. Anyways, and so yes, it's hard for them to keep up with Microsoft for that reason, but I think they're doing a good job. And so I think the future, to answer your question in short, is just it depends on the third parties, them coming out with scenery, coming out with aircraft that make us not be able to deny X-Plane. If you make a plane good enough, you can convince some people that, oh, you know what, even though Microsoft is pretty, I'm going to come over and invest in X-Plane. Thank you, Tyler Rocks, for being a gold member as well. I really do appreciate that. Thank you so much. So I think that's what it is. I think it depends on third parties. And we're seeing more scenery come out now for X-Plane than ever. We're seeing a few airplanes also being released that are very, very good and high quality aircraft. This is one of the better aircraft in X-Plane right now, the TOLUS A320neo by TOLUS, of course. It's honestly, arguably, one of, not the best Airbus in the flight sim right now. Many people will disagree. I'm not talking about graphics. I'm talking about just as far as functionality and systems-wise. It's a tough fight between this and the Phoenix. So you'd have to probably be a real-life Airbus captain to be able to compare the two and decide which one is really the winner of the two. But yeah, I think it depends on the third parties. Shock, welcome to the stream. We just took off out of London and we're headed to a place called Inverness. Matter of fact, let me show that on screen, because I know as an American, if you told me we're going to Inverness, I would have no idea where that is. So let me show you on the screen where we are going today. Alright, this is my Volanta map, also by Orbix. And we just took off out of London, which is this spot right here. And we're headed. We just passed Northampton, Milton Keyes, which is where the Red Bull headquarters is. The Red Bull F1 headquarters. As you can tell, I'm a big F1 fan. And we're about to pass Birmingham, and we're heading up to a place called Inverness, which is up here in the northern Great Britain, which I believe is known as Scotland. And it's up here, just next to Aberdeen, in the mountains. It's a small little airport, but it is big enough for airliners, so it's a pretty cool little approach. So we'll head out there. We got some pretty nasty weather, kind of midway through our flight, but we're flying high above it, so it should not cause us a problem. But that is our flight plan for today. Again, just a bit of a visual for those who have no idea where the heck we are going. So that's what we're doing today. Just one leg, it's a short flight, hour and a half. That's it, guys. That is it. Shad, no, this is an A320neo. A320neo. But yeah, I'll say this though. Microsoft coming out definitely put a fire underneath X-Plane, because I feel like X-Plane kind of had their ideas of where they were going with the flight simulator. You know, they were, I wouldn't say they were happy with the sim, but they had their ideas, right? They had their priorities, but they didn't really have any competition. The competition back then was FSX and P3D, which wasn't really holding up too well, in my opinion. And so when Microsoft Flight Sim came up and just shook the entire industry, that now forced X-Plane to start to push and try to push graphically and listen to the community and what they said and what they wanted. And so Captain Cross Country says, if Microsoft Flight Sim goes more gamey than X-Plane can capitalize on it. I agree. Yeah, I do agree. You'll notice that people who are a bit more serious about flight simulator and aviation tend to lean towards X-Plane. But it's a lot, man. It's a thing. Here's the thing. I was talking to someone the other day. If you're on PC, the beautiful thing is that you can have both, right? You can have both. And that's where I'm at right now. Is I don't choose either or. Like, the way I decide whether I'm playing X-Plane or Microsoft Flight Sim depends on a few factors, but mainly it's usually like, hey, I want to do this particular route. You know, do I have the correct aircraft? And what's the scenery look like? You know? And so if I have good scenery in X-Plane, then yeah, I'm like, yeah, let's do it on X-Plane. If I have good scenery on Microsoft, then yeah, let's do it on Microsoft. So it just kind of comes down to preference, man. We're not going to spend this entire stream debating X-Plane versus Microsoft Flight Sim. It comes down to it. You play what you like. If you don't like what X-Plane looks like, if you're looking at my stream and you don't like what you see, then stick to Microsoft Flight Sim. Period. That's it. That's it. It's up to you. It doesn't matter what other people say. Don't ever let somebody tell you that just because you play Microsoft Flight Sim that you're not playing a real flight simulator. Like, screw that, man. If Microsoft Flight Sim is what you enjoy, that's what you like. If that presses all the buttons for you, then stick to that. If you want a little bit more out of Flight Sim, a little bit more realism, a little bit more fidelity even sometimes, then X-Plane might be for you, you know? So you got to find out which one is best for you. That's all. Find out which one is best for your playstyle. For me, I started out with FSX a long time ago. It wasn't even FSX. It was whatever came out before FSX. But then at the time, I didn't really have a computer that could really do that. And so later on, I ended up having a MacBook. And there was no other flight simulator for MacBook except for X-Plane. So I went to X-Plane because X-Plane, one thing that Microsoft doesn't have is MacBook support or Mac support. So if you're a Mac user, then X-Plane is your go-to. So I went to the X-Plane because it was the only thing that was available on the Mac. And that's how I got into X-Plane. Eventually, I got a Windows PC. I re-downloaded X-Plane again. I think it was X-Plane 10 or 11. I think it was 11 at the time. And kept doing X-Plane. Loved it. And then Microsoft Flight Sim popped up, came out. Obviously, started flying that as well. I never deleted X-Plane. I just added Microsoft to my, to my hangar, I guess you could say. That is true, though, MD. That is true. We're living in a time where, yes, you can have both, but now you need a lot of hardware space to do both. Yeah. No, I did not start with Infinite Flight. I started streaming Infinite Flight. For Flight Sim streaming, that's where Infinite Flight came from, where I started. But I played Microsoft Flight Sim way before that. But yeah, you're right. In that gap between where I went from Mac to Windows, I played Mobile Flight Simulator, which was Infinite Flight. That's where that happened. That is where that happened. All right, guys, we have reached our cruise level of 34,000 feet for today's flight. And we take a look. It says 182 miles. I don't know if that's right, but it shows 182 miles from our top of descent. Volanta is saying that we are 40 minutes away from our destination. Again, very short flight here, just from the southern to the northern part of the UK, but we still got some time to chill and relax. And I'll just kind of leave you guys, let's see, what view do I want to hang out on? I want to do this. I want to do this. We are going to fly over a section where I'm not going to have TrueEarth scenery or any ortho, which I think is around the Manchester area, which we might be flying over now. Yeah. So I believe the Manchester area will be included in the TrueEarth Central Great Britain when that eventually comes out, which we don't have yet. Oh, look, ATC actually just popped on Scotland Center. We'll see if they're still around when we get there. Not going to bet on that, but yeah. But yeah, that's the thing, man. It's like, if you want to have both sims, it's tough because they both take a lot of space. Like, Microsoft Flight Sim by itself takes a ton of space, especially when you start adding planes and sceneries and whatnot. And then, oh, don't get me started on X-Plane. X-Plane, you got to have all the freaking space if you want to go into the ortho. If you don't worry about ortho or scenery, then you're fine. X-Plane doesn't take up much space at all. But for me, I got to have nice scenery. So I have a 8 terabyte hard drive dedicated to X-Plane scenery. Yeah. Yes, I do. So that's a thing. What up, Ted? Welcome to the stream. Captain Cross Country, you got the F4, beautiful aircraft for DCS. Yeah, it is. It is. I was watching. Speaking of Ted, I was watching Ted and Mikey fly it last night. I don't have it. Sorry to disappoint you, but I have no plans on buying it. And I'll tell you what. Let me back that up, right? So I have no intention on buying the F4. I was really close. I was really close to buying it. It does look like a great plane. Would I recommend it? Yes. I would definitely recommend it. It's a super high. I mean, it's beautiful. I mean, I have nothing bad to say about it. I just know that I won't get my money's worth out of it because I won't fly it enough. That's why I'm not buying it. And the reasons why is 2 weeks from now, apparently we have a new Kiowa helicopter coming to DCS, which I'm definitely buying. That's a day one for me. So that's one purchase I gotta buy, right? Right? That's money. We're talking money here. And then shortly after that, probably another 2 weeks after that, we got the Chinook coming out, as well as the Afghanistan map. That's 3 different purchases that are gonna probably be at least $40, $50 each that I gotta pay for in the next month, because both Afghanistan and Chinook come out in June. So yeah, so that's 3 different things I gotta purchase in the next month. So I was like, you know what? I don't feel that bad for not buying the F4, because one thing I know about myself is that I would have probably flew the F4 for probably 2 weeks, and then the Kiowa would drop. I would fly the Kiowa, learn to fly the Kiowa helicopter in DCS World, and then I would forget how to fly the F4. The F4 is a very complex aircraft. All aircraft in DCS are very complex, and so if I learn a complex plane and I step away from it for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month, I am not gonna retain that. I'm not gonna remember that. I'm gonna have to go back and relearn it all over again, and I know I'm not gonna want to do that with the F4. So that's why I'm not getting the F4, and I don't feel bad about it anymore. You reckon that the Afghan, Chinook, and Kiowa might be all in one update? You think it's gonna be that quick? Ooh, I mean, I won't be upset about that, but yeah, I mean, we don't have a hard release date on the Chinook or Afghan. We just know it's June. That's all I said is June. Kiowa says 2 weeks, so that's in June as well. So I don't know. I know, right? The DCS beam 2 weeks could be years. I agree, Austin. That's one thing. When I saw the trailer for the Kiowa, I was actually worried that that was just a meme trailer. I was like, are they serious? Is it really 2 weeks, or are they like playing with us right now? I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure if this is serious or not, but we'll see. Only time will tell. Only time will tell. Speaking of time, Sim Update 15 is now out for Microsoft Flight Simulator, which means that all of the aircraft and DLC that have been holding out for Sim Update 15 may possibly be coming, and now we just got the beep beep on VATSIM. That includes possibly the PMDG 777. I'm not sure if they were waiting on Sim Update 15 to see if that breaks anything. I don't know. We know that the Duke that came out a couple weeks ago, their excuse, I shouldn't say excuse, but their reason for not releasing earlier was they were waiting to see if Sim Update 15 broke anything. And I know that they're not alone in that. I know a lot of other companies were waiting for that next Microsoft Flight Sim update to find out if it was going to break their product. I know SimFX is another one. And so I'm curious to see who all was that, even if they didn't mention it. You know, was PMDG on that list, right? Can we now expect a PMDG release date pretty soon now that they have time to test it with Sim Update 15 and whatnot? I don't know. We'll see. But we have that coming. We don't know when. I personally believe that Sim Update 15 could I personally believe the PMDG 777 release date could drop any day. I'm literally like I'm just ready to wake up in the morning and see that the 777 is coming. Same thing with the Flight Factor 777 on X-Plane. We know that's very close. A lot of people have been accepted into the alpha of that. A lot of people are now testing that. So I am curious of when that'll drop. That could be any day as well. So a lot of big releases coming. TFDI, MD-11, Microsoft Flight Sim also on the horizon as well. So we'll just have to wait and see. But a lot of things, a lot of exciting times if you're a flight simmer in Microsoft Flight Sim, X-Plane, and DCS. It is a great time of year right now. Let's go ahead and contact Scotland Center. Scotland Center, Seabird 116, flight level 340.
Speed Bridge 116, Scottish Control, hello, route direct to Erson, Echo Romeo, Sierra Oscar, November.
Alright, redirect to, I believe, Echo Romeo, Sierra Oscar, November, speed 116.
Ryanair 220, stand 100,
I gotta
motion
find
start
that.
approved.
I hope it's my flight
Motion
plan.
approved, stand 100, Ryanair 220.
I hope it's my flight
Good
plan.
afternoon, Ryanair 26 Bravo, dial for the Edinburgh, 23,000 feet.
Nope, of course it's not.
Ryanair 26 Bravo, Scottish Control, hello, squawk 3630, Tunstall 1 Echo, arrival for
Of course it's not my flight plan. He said Echo Romeo Sierra
Ryanair 26 Bravo.
Oscar November Ursa.
Ryanair 26 Bravo, squawk 3630, Tunstall 1 Echo, arrival for Edinburgh.
Alright, we're going direct to that waypoint, wherever that is.
North of Ryanair 26 Bravo.
Let's see, where the heck is that? Oh wow, that's a massive direct. That's 173 miles away, beyond our top of descent marker, which is shown there. Which
Tomjet 60,
I don't think that marker was even correct. What's up, Rory Sang? Welcome to the stream. How much will the 777 be? I think it's 79. At least right now, for those who have access to it, or is paying 79.
Scottish Control, CSA 684,
PNDG say that they weren't waiting for Sim Update 15, but you doubt it. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I agree. The TM at the end did make it seem like a meme, Austin. That was definitely fishy, that one.
Shuttle 190 from A-firm, report back.
That was, yeah. So we'll see, man. I guess time will tell. In 2 weeks, we'll find out if we get a new plane, a new Kiowa. I hope so. You know what's crazy? I had never heard about it.
6 travel, fly heading 045, vectoring LS approach, runway 06, descend flight level 200.
I had honestly never heard of a Kiowa before until the DCS one. This is how I learn a lot of the things I know about aviation is through flight sim. It's like there'll be a plane that I've never heard of, and then somebody will release it, and I'm like, ooh, this is cool. Next thing you know, I'm a fan. Do I have a Hilo Collective? No, I don't. I kind of want to get one, though.
Fly heading 045, descend flight level 200.
Yeah, it looks really cool, Austin. It looks really cool.
Ryanair 26 Bravo negative, flight level 200, 220,000 feet.
It's a lot of helicopters in my future. I'm already really enjoying the Apache. So we'll see when the Kiowa comes out and the Chinook, like which one is gonna kind of be like. I know the Chinook has a specific mission, right? Like it's more of a transport thing. It's you don't really do attacking, but the Apache and the Kiowa is going to be interesting which one I choose to fly for what reason. Tallest EPI, yes, they did drop Sim Update 15 about an hour or so ago. I'm going to check it out, Austin. I'm definitely going to check it out. I'm going to check out some Kiowa footage online. I'm going to check that out. You know, it's been a long time since we've flown British Airways, or even in the UK. Long time. Yes, the Chinook. Chinook is going to be such a good addition to Grey Flag. I've been actually on the Grey Flag server a lot since I've been getting back into the A10. That's not us. It's a Ryanair 26 Bravo out there. It sounds just like my call sign, but it's not me. But yeah, I've been flying a lot on the Grey Flag server again this past couple weeks since I've been flying the A10, and it's so much fun. The A10 fits Grey Flag so well. So well.
Alpha 1 by Alpha, Ryanair 220.
Wow, you've been waiting since midnight for Sim Update 15. Well, just so you know, whatever time it is right now in your country or in your location, this is the time that Sim updates for Microsoft Flight Sim usually come out. Around now. I don't know what it is about this time, but a lot of updates, even on Steam, you'll see a lot of updates happen around this time as well. A lot of releases. Have I ever checked out the Hornet School for DCS? No, I have not.
One hotel departure, then direct Tala, Tango Lima Alpha, then as filed.
I just get jumped by a Tomcat. Yeah, that's true, Austin. Yeah, as long as the skies are clear, the A10 is fun. So guys, what do you think about X-Plane's update? They've updated the clouds. They're not as unrealistic as they used to be. We did do a flight last week in Australia in the X-Plane update as well. And we had a first look. There's been a couple patches since then, a week ago. But I'm curious if anyone is also playing X-Plane, if you had a performance increase or anything like that. Again, I have a pretty beast of a computer, so I haven't seen much difference as far as smoothness or performance. It performs about the same for me. It might be a slight gain, but I'm not really noticing anything. Am I excited for the C-130? Well, I don't know when that's coming, but heck yeah, I am. We need that so bad. I mean, we have the free one, but we need like a full fidelity C-130 for X-Plane. Sorry, for DCS. We definitely need a full fidelity one. But I kind of enjoy the flying the A10 in long distances. It reminds me of doing this right here, like just chilling, just flying from one location to the next. And I kind of just like that in the A10. You put on autopilot, point in the right direction, watch the radar, obviously, and you just go. So again, plan is to stream DCS again, but there's some things going on in the background that might keep me from doing that tomorrow. So I don't know yet for sure, but the plan is to do DCS tomorrow. And if we do, we will be flying the A10 again, since I don't have the F4. But for those who do have the F4, I hope you guys are enjoying it. It looks like a beautiful bird to fly. It truly is. Oh no, man. I'm liking this view though. This looks good to me. This looks good to me. And I think this is what it's going to be. I think when years from now, I think X-Plane is still going to be around. It'll probably look even better than it does today. But it's going to look different than Microsoft. But it's going to look good in its own way. A10 is also one of the few aircraft with a thorough training campaign that is very helpful for starting out. You know, I was actually looking at that yesterday when I was looking at the website, you know, justifying not buying the F4. I saw that they had like an A10 campaign and a Apache campaign, because I've learned that, you know, even though multiplayer is a lot of fun, there's some really good single player campaigns for DCS with like voiceovers and like, I mean, you really feel like you're involved in something. I've done a couple campaigns in the F-18 Hornet in single player. Why are we descending? Oh, we've climbed up for some reason. That's weird. But I've done a couple campaigns in DCS in the Hornet, and it's really super immersive. Like I love all the traffic, the voiceovers, the flying in formation. Like the way it's all set up is really cool. They do a great job with them. And so I was like, you know, it'd be kind of cool to do this in the A10 or in the Apache. And so I found two campaigns that I put in my cart. I didn't end up buying them, but I might pick them up later when I buy the next thing I'll get. I have a ton of like miles, so I should be able to get it for free. I should be able to. Dre Sanchez, speaking of DCS, speaking of aces, speaking of pilots, speaking of amazing people, welcome to the stream, and I hope you're doing good. Great flight last night as well on your stream in the 757 and the Max. I think you were flying the Max too. If you guys are just joining us, we are flying In the British Airways, A320neo took off out of London and we're headed to a place called Inverness. We're only about 30 minutes out now. Pretty short flight, just one leg for us today.
Yeah, we can take a 180.
And we're talking with Scotland Center right now.
Line 415, Roger, make you 180, then taxi holding point Bravo 1, runway 06, fine Lima.
Baltic Dragon just announced that they're going to be working with Cosmo to do an Apache training campaign. That'd be good. I think it's important to have a really good training campaign. I haven't run through the A10 campaign yet, but I'm actually looking forward to it because I'm in a stage where I've learned a decent amount, but there's still a lot that I need to learn about the A10. So, and I've really been enjoying flying the A10. Like, I've really been enjoying it. So, like, I want to learn more. And so, I'm probably going to get that campaign and learn that way. How come you guys don't have a problem with X-Plane? It depends, man. I have problems all the time with X-Plane. Just not right now, thankfully. I've ironed those out before I went live. But it depends. I mean, I don't know. It might be your computer's not handling well enough. It could be the performance thing. It could be you have too many plugins, and like one thing that we don't realize is that we get these simulators, and the same thing goes with Microsoft Flight Sim, is that we get these sims and we start modding it and we basically break it. We mod it till we break it, or some mod breaks it, and then we start complaining that we have low FPS. We have like 10 different plugins, you know. So I'll say be careful with that. What you install on
116 when ready, descend flight level 260, level 20 miles before Erison.
Alright, so down to 260 when ready, 20 miles before Erison. Speed bird 116. Alright, so he wants us at 26,000 feet, 20 miles before Erison, which is our next waypoint, which is 96 miles away. I mean, we could probably descend a little later. We don't have to descend now, right?
Ryanair 26 Bravo, 32 miles, runway 06, descend.
That's what, 10,000 feet we gotta lose? We'll start now. Why not? I don't know. We'll use vertical speed mode. And see where that puts us. We'll use the green umbrella here on the screen to find out where
Shuttle 19 uniform,
we're gonna end up.
122.8.
Jeb, you can hear me? Where are you flying? Oh, you're Ryanair 220? I'm gonna have to listen for you. I have to listen out for you. A10's great, especially with the C2 upgrade. Really not that hard once you learn the keybind. Yeah, the keybinds is the hardest part about learning the A10, in my opinion.
Sam 83 Mike Flight Alpha 1, runway 23, surface wind 290 degrees, 6 knots.
The hardest part, especially if you're coming from other jets and you already have knowledge and muscle memory of what your keys and stuff do, and you have to now reprogram your brain to think, oh, this now means something else. Like, for example, my on DCS, my chaff and flare dispense switch is a different button for the A10 than it is for any other plane, which is annoying, but I don't want to remap it because it's the correct mapping.
Ryanair 220, route direct Lakey. Direct Lakey, Ryanair 220.
You've done 8 reinstalls and it's vanilla. You get log atc.txt. Does it crash on you, or what's that? What exactly is happening? Why am I not getting the umbrella? Oh wait, I do see it. Okay, we get this in a lot slower then. Okay, I think it's gonna be that blue.
Ryanair 26 Bravo, when ready, descend altitude 4,000 feet, cleared LS approach, runway 06.
It crashes? Okay. Check your log.txt file and see what is crashing it. If you open up your, every time it crashes, every time you fly X-Plane, there's a log.txt file in the main folder of X-Plane. If you go look at that, it tells you all the processes that happened throughout the entire flight. And usually the last process that's happened or failed is what's caused the crash. And sometimes they even tell you, hey, this has caused a crash. So I recommend you check that out and see what's causing it before you try again. How is this fun? Not even trying to be rude. Just wondering because you tried playing but couldn't. Oh, good, Dylan. I understand, man. I mean, honestly, for me, the fun of Flight Sim is kind of just like being able to fly from A to B while knowing, you know, how to manage the systems, knowing what buttons to press, obviously a good smooth landing as well, dealing with the weather. Like my fun in the flight sim is all about trying to be as realistic as possible, right? Or, you know, there's a few things I don't care about, like I don't do checklists all the time, but for me the satisfaction is like, yeah, I freaking start that plane from cold and dark, I turn the engines on, I set the flight plan up, you know what I mean, I programmed everything, the plane is ready to go, and now I'm flying, right? And I actually got myself and the plane to our destination. Like, that's the fun for me. That's the fun for me. I'm not sure about you guys. And then for me, in between that as well, is the graphics, the scenery, the view. Like, if the scenery's bad, then like, yeah, I ain't about that life. If the plane is ugly, I ain't about that life either. If the clouds look horrible, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta look good on the way. You gotta look good on the way. I agree with that too, Jacob. Being able to see places in the world that I would not normally get to see and fly there, fly myself there, like that's pretty cool too. So there's a few different things that pulled me, but I mean, it might be hard for me to put my finger on it. But I think it also comes down to just your interest in aviation as well. But I think it's one of the things about flight sim is that you need to find out, just like I said earlier about you need to find the simulator for you. You also have to find the flying style for you. Not everybody would enjoy flying an airliner, you know, 500 miles for an hour or 2 hours or 5 hours. Not everybody enjoys that. Some people would rather fly VFR or fly GA or fly like in a propeller plane down low next to the mountains. Or some people might want to fly down in the bushes, do some bush flying, landing on sand berms and skiing over the water, landing on tiny little airstrips. Like, it depends what you're into. Like, I know some people like flying big old planes and landing them at freaking Lukla, tiny airports. Like, that's not my style, but that's the style for some people, and that's what they enjoy. So you gotta find out what it is exactly that interests you. You might have a spark in you, like, huh, I kind of like something about aviation, something about planes, but you just might not have found that thing yet that you're really interested in, that'll keep you, you know, flying. But for me, I like all of it. I like all of it. Oh man, I over Unicom 2.8. It's people 1.6. That sucks. Well, thanks. At least we got a little bit of ATC for a little while. The dude was on for like 15 minutes. I know it's not late. Actually, we're flying in real time. Yeah, it's not late. I think yeah, it's fairly early actually. Not early, but it's like what, afternoon, evening-ish out here in this part of the world. So we are flying in real time, and the sun is nowhere near setting.
Zap 27 Alpha, leave Tunsil, heading 045, vectoring LS.
So we are 48 miles from Urson.
045 and effective filer 06C.
Yes, we're headed to a place called Inverness, Echo Golf Papa Echo. It's a pretty cool place. You might want to check it out after you see it.
Rhino 220, Lakey 1 Mike arrival from Manchester. Lakey 1 Mike arrival, Rhino 220.
Oh, there he is. There's Jim.
415, report your passing altitude, climb now, flight level 1.
Rhino 220, what's up, man? Good to hear your voice on chat, on stream too. It's 6:30 p.m. in the UK. Okay. Cool. Yeah, it is overcast skies right now, but it's okay because it's covering all my bad scenery until we get to the good scenery.
Zap 83 Mike, confirm requested level.
The requested level will be initially 370.
That's a screenshot right there. Ooh, that looks...
83 Mike, climb flight level 370.
What's up, Tim? Welcome to the stream. You live in Edinburgh, and the rain is really bad. Yeah, we're gonna go just past Edinburgh. Where we're going, it might be raining, but it shouldn't be too bad. Let me see. Doesn't sound like Scotland Center's getting off, I think, because the way the ATC works like out here is like center only controls above a certain altitude. It's really weird. Anything below a certain altitude, they don't give a crap about. So while we're descending, though, I can... Oh, Urson is on our flight plan. I'm going to show you guys the map real quick here with charts of Navigraph. And we'll brief our arrival and descent here together. Alright, so you're looking at Navigraph charts. This is us, the little triangle. Here is, where is Edinburgh? Edinburgh, I think is right here, right? EGPH, I believe. And this is a bunch of mountains, which we probably won't even get a chance to see because of all the weather. If I click on the weather tab, we'll see. Actually, the weather's mainly behind us. It's still overcast here, but there's a little weather we're flying into. But basically, our there is no actual arrival, just an approach. So we'll head direct to Urson. We'll continue that right turn to Inbis, and that's where we're going to start our runway 05 ILS. So 1085 is a localizer for that. The approach CRS is 51. The decision height, I don't actually know where that is on this chart, but I'll find it because it's not in the normal place. If I go and overlay that, you can see that on the map, which is pretty cool. So it's basically gonna have us go all the way up to Gussie, then a left turn here, we have a right arc turn for just a little bit till we intercept the ILS and fly our way straight in for Inverness. Now, let's take a look at the airport charts. There's something interesting about it. So here is the runway, 6,000 feet of runway, plenty of runway for our Airbus A320, elevation is 30 feet. The terminal and apron is back here. We're landing here on 05. We are going to have to back taxi, so I have to watch out for traffic for that reason. So once we get off, once we land, we're probably not going to make this. This is actually closed. Yeah, so we ended up using basically the whole runway, turn around, come back down, and we'll probably use runway 11 as a taxiway and bring ourselves back onto the south apron. So that's the plan for our arrival into Inverness. So fairly simple, nothing too special. Just we gotta watch out for all these mountains out here. That's the main thing. So we'll get the terrain radar on and make sure that we're not gonna fly ourselves into a mountain. So that's the main thing we gotta worry about. It's not hitting any mountains. So I'll zoom this out. For me, I'll be watching this while we descend. So if I refer to it, you know what I'm talking about, what I'm looking at. All right, word. Yep, we're going to Inverness. I've been here before. This has been a long time. Brickyard, E170, welcome to the stream. You were listening to live ATC, waiting for United 65. I missed the rest of that message. Hold on. It disappeared. It disappeared. You're waiting for United 65 to land in Newark from Lisbon. Captain Teresa Claiborne, final flight with United of 34 years. Well, congrats to her. I know she's not here, but congrats to her on that. That's amazing. 34 years with the United, or flying. That's amazing. Alright, I wonder if we can
Tomjet 60 Max 3 redirect Topper.
Let's see if we can use
My microphone didn't work for a second. Direct Topper 6 Sap 83 Mike redirect Topper. Redirect Topper is up 83.
not sure if we can use the VNAV. We'll try. Alright, we'll do throttle and not manual, but manage descent. We'll see if the aircraft will descend for us. I think it should. And we'll enter our destination data. So our destination data, which is Inverness. The weather there now is reporting to be what is -RADZ? Oh, I think it's rain drizzle. I think that's what that means. It looks like radiation, like rads, like from Fallout. But anyways, winds 340 at 10. I don't know what that means. Rain, drizzle, whatever. Few at 600, so clouds are actually getting lower. Scattered at 800, so it's definitely IFR. Broken at 1400, temperatures 11, dew point 10, QNH is 1013. So Let's go here into our perf page. No, init page. No, perf page. Yeah, next phase. It has to be 1013. And then our temperature was 11. And winds were 340 at 10. 340/10. 10 knots.
Right now, 26 Bravo, taxi
That's
stand
good. And I don't know
Golf.
what the decision height is, so we'll get that later. But that's good to go now.
17 via Labour and Golf. Good day, is running 26 Bravo.
That's good to go now. Yep, we're in the soup already. Hopefully it's not going to stay cloudy the whole time. What kind of glasses am I using, Mr. Apple? So these glasses are made by a company called Flying. You can't see it, but it's called Flying Eyes. It's a sunglass and glasses company that's specifically tailored to people who are in the aviation career and motorcycles. So what's special about them is that these actually bend really easily. Like, this is not gonna break, you know what I mean? I can bend them very easily, so they're really comfortable if you're wearing like a headset like I'm wearing right now. Like, if you know, in aviation you have your headset on, and some glasses are just kind of uncomfortable, they hurt your ears. And same thing with motorcycles. When you're riding motorcycles and you need glasses or sunglasses, it's kind of tough to get sunglasses to work with a motorcycle helmet. So this is what these are specifically made for. So flyingeyes.com, check them out. They've actually been supporting the channel since late last year. It's been kind of a soft partnership. They sent me these shades. They let me choose ones that I wanted, and these like match my color. I was like, yeah, I'll rock those. So definitely would recommend them. They're pretty dope. I know we can't see Connor. We can't see. Wait, Connor, you can't see? Something going on with TikTok?
Drop 83, mate. Can we step away for 5 minutes?
Oh, I think you're talking about the charts. Yeah, the charts and stuff. All the overlays are over on YouTube. I can't get that to translate to TikTok, so sorry for watching on TikTok. I do appreciate you. Yeah, it doesn't work with TikTok streaming. That's exactly what I'm saying.
Radar line 415, monitor Unicom 122.
They are. I wear them everywhere. I wear these shades everywhere now. I try not to wear them too much because I don't want to get them dirty, but I do wear them all the time. All right, we're passing 19,000 feet, guys. We are descending.
Monitor Unicom 122.8.
But it might be like this until we land, guys. We might be flying in the soup. So someone was asking earlier, what's the fun in this? This is one of them. We're gonna be maybe put in a situation here where we can't see the runway, and it is dependent on our skills to not only program the FMC to get us where we gotta go, but also our skills of learning how to read the instruments, because we may have to fly the aircraft by instruments only, should we don't get anything down low. So we'll see. Oh, and it's dark too, man. It is getting dark. All right, so let's get prepared. All right, so we're descending. Let's go ahead and ping the cabin here. Let the flight attendants know we're descending. There's not really anything else I need to do. I think I've done everything at the moment. It should automatically have our local. Yep, 108.5 is already pre-selected there, so we don't have to do that. So that's good to go. We already have all of our altitudes here, so the aircraft is going to try to meet all of these altitudes on its way down. And this is honestly pretty easy in an Airbus, because the Airbus does everything for you. You know, if you're flying like a GA plane or something like that with no extra assistance, flying in this condition is much more difficult and stressful.
Radar line 414, Scottish Control, hello, Squawk.
It's not Inverness, it's Inverness. Okay. Inverness. We're going to Inverness. Inverness it is. Hopefully we get a peek at these mountains. We're flying over some mountains. Oh, it's rain. It's rain radar. Hopefully get a peek at these mountains on our way down here. Alright, terrain radar. Let's take a look. There it is. So that's our terrain radar.
When ready, descend flight level
and we can see all of the mountains surrounding us. And our altitude restrictions and stuff that can lead us to the airport. Looking good. It's getting a little bouncy though. Getting little bumps.
27 Alpha when ready, descend altitude 4,000 feet, clear LS approach.
that wing flex. That's what I said. Inverness. Oh, Jeb, your sim crashed? No way, man. Dang. Yes, CD Sim Update 15 is here. Yes, it is. Thank you, though. I think it updated just before my stream. So when I end this stream, I will update to Sim Update 15. I mean, there's nothing really I'm looking forward to. Like, what are we even looking forward to in Sim Update 15? I mean, I know there's a new A320 by INI, but that's really only important if you play on Xbox. Like, we don't even need that if we're flying Phoenix or the fly-by-wire. Like, it's not better than either of those. So, like, what are we even looking forward to in Sim Update 15? Because I'm not excited. I've never been excited about it. Plus, many of you are on the beta version of Microsoft Flight Sim, so you had it for a while anyways. It was like, it's nothing new. It's not even news to me. Alright, we're getting a little bit of a breakout here. But I'm still gonna update. I do have some recording I need to do in Microsoft Flight Sim later today, so I'll have it open. I'll be doing some stuff in there for a video in the future. But I don't have any Microsoft Flight Sim streams planned this week.
Ladies and gentlemen, the flight crew has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign. Please return to your seats and fasten your seatbelt.
I'm sorry, Jeb. I don't know how to say it, bruh. I said Inverness.
We have begun our final descent into your destination.
She can't even say it.
Passengers and cabin to collect any trash one final time. Please ensure tray tables are stowed and seats are in the full upright position. Please also store
I've got a little bit of a break in the clouds.
Back pocket or under the seat in front of you.
And we are at 10,000. Let's get those landing lights on. I just turn all the lights on. I'm gonna do wing lights this time because we might get some icing, and it might get a little dark when we get into clouds. The last one was most accurate. I don't even remember what I said. So, I don't remember. All right, guys, here it is. So since we can't see anything outside, this is our approach. Looking good though. We're on path, I believe. Actually, no, we're not. Let's get slowed down some speed brakes. What's my butt kicker not on? Oh, it is. Just turned down. I'm sure you're not alone, Jib. When the stream is over and people watch it back, they'll probably be harassing my pronunciation of this place. Doesn't it have a nickname of some other thing? Isn't there some other way of what else is this location called besides that? Inverness. Butt kicker is great, man. Oh yeah, I use it for every flight. I use it for everything, not just every flight. I use it for everything, even music, even games that don't support the butt kicker. I still use it. All right, we might get a peek of the scenery down here just for a second. Yep. So this is a peek at Great Britain North TrueEarth scenery, which honestly I think is the better one of the three because it has the mountains up here. But we're not getting a great look at it today because of the weather. That looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. We are just about, I would say, 10 minutes out. Alright, let's bring those speed brakes back. We're making a left turn into Echo Golf Papa Echo. Inverness. I don't know, I feel weird saying it now. It's making me feel weird about it. Landing lights are on. We're in speed. Altitude looks good. We're gonna be at 2,000 feet before we intercept. You want to build a custom butt kicker substitute with base shakers, but the butt kicker is like $300. Yeah, man, you can honestly just yeah, use like some subwoofers. I've seen a couple people do it before. It's basically what it is a sub. All right, come up to 4,000. Let's go ahead and get our at 1013. There we go. All right, we're all set, guys. We're on base, right now. Runway 05. And as you guys know, usually when I fly into somewhere that's kind of unfamiliar to me, I like to kind of get, you know, established a little early. So we're gonna do that. We are showing 13 miles away, and the airport's gonna be at our 3 o'clock. And back into the suit. We probably will not see daylight again until we land here. All right, I'm gonna go flaps 1 here. Oh, we're too fast. Never mind. Never mind. Yeah, that's the thing too. If you got people living below you, the butt kicker will definitely be quite annoying to them. Hey, auto brake. We're gonna go auto brake medium. So right now I'm just kind of watching the instruments, watching to make sure the aircraft is doing what I'm expecting it to do. So far, so good. All right, I'm taking the speed. There you go. And some speed brakes. I'll put you guys on YouTube here on the flight control cam for landing. And flaps 1. Alright, we're at 8 miles, guys. 8 miles. We're gonna have to speed back some more. So looking at 137. Alright, getting some pre-sip on the windshield now. Bit more speed brakes, bring that speed back. We are now meeting the glide slope. I can't see anything, guys. We're blind.
2,000.
We are blind. Alright, can we do flaps 2? Yes, we can do flaps 2. Alright, 6 miles out, gear down. You can hear my butt kicker. Alright, flaps full. 4 miles. Oh baby, this is gonna be something else. Oh my god, I forgot to hit approach mode. I forgot to hit approach mode. We're just chilling at 2,000 feet. Alright, give me the heading. Make a right turn. We should be make a left 360, I think. Let's do right. Yeah, we're clear of the mountains. Dang it, we missed a glide slope because I forgot to press approach mode. The plane was doing so well and I just forgot. And I also forgot that I have a mini FCU that I didn't plug in today. I should have did that. I know a lot of you guys have the WinWing version of the FCU, and it sounds like people are enjoying it. Let's get our speed back up because we're basically going around here. I don't want to be going too slow in this turn. Alright, keep the turn coming, keep it coming. That's annoying. Oh, I can't believe I forgot. Hey, at least I didn't force it this time. Usually I would just force it in there. Like, nope, we're not going around. Alright, what's the opposite of that runway? It's heading 231. And we'll do 160. For the go around, it's sort of a go around, also kind of like a, we're just kind of turning around, putting ourselves back in a right downwind to re-intercept the ILS. That's what we're doing right now. Just gotta watch out. I'm gonna go gear up. Should be good there. Arm those spoilers. Come up a notch in the flaps. There go flaps 3. There we go. What up, Cookie Taze? Welcome to the stream. Let's go. High voltage traffic. Welcome to the stream. Good to see you as well. I can't believe I did that. I can believe it. I can't say I can't believe it because I can't believe it. I absolutely can believe it. Alright, we're 6 miles away. We're going to get back out to around, we can do 8. I'll be happy with that. What's up with the repeating ATC in the background? We're still listening to Scotland Center. That's not repeating, that's all original. They're talking right now. I like to have the ATC chatter in the background. Just makes it feel more real. But it's so weird out here. Like, we're literally in the middle of his airspace, except apparently we're underneath it. Because he's Scotland Center in that approach or something. I think it's stupid. In the US, if center is on, you get top-down coverage from that one person. But out here, they're like, nah, you're below 29,000. Screw you. Well, maybe he's trying to contact somebody who's not replying, because I don't have a recording of ATC. It's definitely a person talking. But anyways. Alright, that is 9. That's plenty. Let's make a right turn and turn back around.
I think there might be a problem on my side. Let me check.
Same guy you were just talking to, Jip. Still here. Still on. Alright, right turn's coming. I was wondering why, like, it wasn't showing localizer glide slope here. I should have known. Should have known. Thankfully, the weather's not too bad, and we had a room at the altitude we're at to fly above these mountains, because that's my main concern. It's honestly just the mountains out here. Alright, we are right base to final now. And it was kind of hard to tell from the stream because everything just looks like we're flying in clouds the whole way. I'm gonna put ourselves on a 45-degree here to intercept the ILS and glide slope once again. Alright, we're now gonna arm approach mode. Approach mode is armed. We are 9.9 miles out. We'll hold this altitude and speed for now. Cat 3 single. We coming. Welcome back, HD. Just in time for the landing, bro. Just in time. Conditions are all considered marginal VFR. It's really just IFR. Winds. What are the winds? Winds are 340 at 10. We have drizzle rain. A few clouds at 600 feet scattered at 8 1,600 feet and broken at 1,400 feet. So we might not break out of this cloud layer until we get real low. Airport elevation is 30 feet. So keep that in mind.
Line 414, descend to altitude 6.
Alright, aircraft has captured the localizer. Localizer is showing up in green. Let's go and arm our... Alright, that's good. Landing gear, we can bring it back down. Gears coming down. Take 2! Alright, gears down and indicating 3 green. That's what I like to see. And flaps are also down and indicating as well. We'll keep the terrain radar on. Go to arc view. Speed's coming back nicely, and we should be capping the glide slope. There it is, glide slope right there. It is being captured. Boom, it's boxed in. There's our airport. We're 5 miles out, guys. 5 mile final. Can't see anything. It's not too bumpy though. You did a real world flight there, as it's the second closest to home. That's cool. Boy, I'll tell you what, man, you have a beautiful area out here. It is gorgeous. I know I can't tell right now, but I've seen it without the clouds, and it is gorgeous out here. I can just barely see a little bit of the ground. There's a runway. We'll keep it on the ILS. You can see it's kind of flopping both ways here. Definitely stand by for the replay after this landing, guys. I have visual of the lights. Alright, cabin. Flight attendant, seat your landing. We're gonna wait till the last minute to go hands on here.
Easy
2 mile final. And we're breaking out around 700 feet. We're basically eye level now with that cloud layer. It's so crazy. I feel like I'm so high, but I'm actually not. Slight wind to the left, looks like we're right. 2 white, 2 red, no surprise there. We're on the glide slope there. 400 feet. Alright, I got a pretty good visual. We can take it from here. My controls. And our auto throttle needs to come off too. A little wet on the runway.
Ryanair 236, stand 105,
easy.
mission start approach.
Oh yeah, wet runway, guys, wet runway. Easy, easy. Oh man, we got a lot of speed there when I took the auto throttle off.
50, 40, 30, 20, retard, 10, 5.
We're down. Reversers, not a lot of runway left. Not a lot of runway left. Standing on the brakes. And we'll make a turnaround here at the end of the runway, guys. Welcome to Inverness. Here in Scotland. Yeah, when I went...
Gentlemen, we have reached our destination. The local time is 5:59 p.m. and it's currently about 12 degrees Celsius. You can now use your mobile devices. Please remain seated until the aircraft has come to a complete stop and the seatbelt sign is turned off. Remember to
Ooh, too much. Too much. We swung that thing around.
We apologize for the delay. Please coordinate with airline staff as necessary regarding connecting flights or accommodations.
Yep, brakes are definitely hot. No surprise there. Yeah, when I went auto throttle off, I put too much throttle in. That gave us way too much speed, so we came in pretty high at that point. I always struggle with that. That's one thing I always struggle with when it goes from autopilot on to autopilot off is getting the auto throttle off and then matching the throttle you know, percentage that was already there. So we'll go ahead and back taxi now. We'll get our flaps up. And switch over to Unicom. Inverness traffic, Speedbird 116 is back taxiing runway 05. Inverness. Just make sure nobody runs into us while we're here. We'll keep our landing lights and our strobes on so everybody can see us. But other than that, guys, we'll get the APU on, taxi back to parking, and we'll check out our replay. I think at the end of the day, the landing didn't seem too bad. But we'll see when we watch the replay. We'll see. We'll see. Alright, auto brakes should be off.
Unable to find view ID 15.
So cool, man. There's one thing that Microsoft has, sorry, X-Plane has that I really like is the wet runway and wet ground effect. I think I might just go all the way back. Yeah, there's nobody coming. I'm just gonna go all the way back. Thank you, HD. Good save, he says. Skylar, welcome to the stream. When shooting a Cat 1 ILS in A320 series, the technical procedures to have both autopods on. That way you get Cat 3 dual. It's how Airbus technically has it published. Thank you, Skylar. Yeah, we were flying a Cat 3. So yeah, I should have had both autopods on, I guess. But thank you, man, for the tip. I'll definitely keep that in mind. We'll be flying Airbus soon, I'm sure. So I always like to take you guys' advice and try to apply that in the future, if I remember. If I remember. So like I said, we'll taxi back to parking, watch the replay, and look at the water effect as we taxi over a slightly wet runway. It is actively raining right now. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. Lands. I mean, we need the whole runway with these airliners. A little G8 plane doesn't need much runway at all. Doesn't need much at all. I was actually surprised how well this thing turned around at the end of the runway. Alright, we'll exit right here. Looks like there's an EasyJet here already. I can't wait to see the replay in the rain. Cannot wait. It looks like we have that Logan Air. Yeah, Logan Air and a C. That's an ERJ, E145, I think, and then a EasyJet Airbus A320 parked next to it. Oh, and Flybe-8 is here too. We'll park next to the EasyJet. Now, this is default scenery, I believe. I don't have any special scenery for this airport, so this is X-Plane default, from what I understand. And there's not even any parking lines here. I'll just park in front of that pushback truck. Yeah, we'll use this line here as a guide. Yeah, I love the wet. The partially wet runways. They look really sick. I know Microsoft kind of has that, but like it's not really that prominent. It looks kind of weird sometimes too. I wish they had a better version of that. Alright, was gonna kind of line up to the nose. That should be good. No yellow parking lines is actually realistic. Really? Huh? Didn't know. Well, okay then. All right, brake sets, and we are going to. I'm just gonna go to replay. I'm not gonna shut the engines off. I'm gonna leave the engines on. I don't want to have any problems with that. I don't want to have any problems with that. So hold on, let me get logged off of VATSIM. And we... Oh, there's an ATIS here. Dang it, I just saw it. There was an actual ATIS here. Hopefully we land on the right runway. Hopefully. Let's see. Alright, so I'm going to log my flight with Volanta here. Add it to my flight log. We'll see what we did. How do we do there on that landing? That was a 211, so I'll take that. That's not bad in my book. 211 is acceptable for me. So 211 was the landing rating for that landing here in Inverness. I'll close that out, and let's go ahead and hop into replay mode and see how we did. What do you guys think? It didn't look, I don't know, it was marginal. Let's go with that. I feel like the landing was marginal. Definitely could have been better. I just screwed up that last bit. The most important part is the part I screwed up. So I'm gonna hit rewind. Yeah, that traffic's gone now. I'll hit rewind. Let's see how we did here. The water effects on the ground is nice. It's the little things that people don't appreciate. Yeah, I agree. Uh-oh, it froze. No, please don't crash. Please don't crash. I want to see the replay. I think it's gonna crash. It might crash. It might crash. Oh, my whole PC like, oh, there it went. Freaking X-Plane. Dang it, man. Oh, that sucks. I was really looking forward to watching that replay. In the rain, the lighting, the wet runway, the engine effects on the runway. Dang it, man. Oh, that sucks. X-Plane let me down today. X-Plane let me down a little bit today. Well, guys, I guess that's a wrap. Dang it, man. Oh, that sucks. L's in the chat, man. Dang it. Well, before then, it was fun. But this, HD, here's the thing, bro. Listen, we both know this. Dre knows this too. All of us who play X-Plane, we all know this. Some people say you gotta drag the replay. Nah, some people say you gotta hit rewind. Some people say you just gotta click in there. Like, we all get a crash. It doesn't matter what you do. It's a percentage of crash. So it is what it is, man. It is what it is. It is what it is. We move on. Again, we'll be back tomorrow. Should be around the same time. We'll see. But again, I don't know what we're doing tomorrow yet. So usually we do DCS on Fridays. But it depends if something comes up. We may do something else. So either way, we will be flying something tomorrow. So until next time, guys, remember you have 3 choices. Give up, give in, give it all you got. Greg Feaster, thank you so much. Chris, M, thank you so much. Lian, thank you so much for welcoming us into your hometown. Appreciate it. Jeb, thank you as well for welcoming us into your home region. Thank you so much. Skylar Wilson, everybody hanging out on TikTok, everybody supporting on Twitch, on YouTube. You guys are amazing. HD, Dre, Captain Cross Country. Oh yes. Honestly, I'm probably gonna hook up my joystick for DCS like right now, because I think tonight I'll be doing DCS, not on stream, but I'll be getting ready for tomorrow for some hogging in the A10. But anyways, guys, peace, love, and God bless you. I'll see you guys next time, next video. Oh, and I got some videos coming out for you too that I think is going to be really entertaining. At least I hope you think so. So working on that as well. See ya. I'm out. Bye.